Facts. We're going to be talking about some gardening stuff this morning. Something we deal with a lot is pests in our garden, and I'm going to show you what I do each morning. I come out and I take a look at the plants, and I just saw some little aphids getting started on some of these snap peas. And whenever I turn over a leaf and find, oh, there's some right there, I'll just smash them with my finger real gently so I'm not damaging the plant at all. They like to be on these top couple of leaves right here. Here's a couple more. I'll just smash them. Sometimes you knock them off and then they'll climb back up later. But as long as you get them to start with, you'll get a good start on making sure that they don't get purchased. Because once they get purchased, they're going to do a lot of damage. So here's some more here. They like these soft, tender leaves. And I'm just smashing them and taking a few minutes to do that. And now we're gonna get to something that's even more asked for, is what we do about slugs. So I don't use any slug baits like Sluggo and stuff like that, even though those might be non-toxic, so they say. I don't know that for sure, so I can't say either way. But what I use is beer. The nastier the beer, the better. So I pick the grossest beer that I can find. Bud Light's a great choice. And then I take it and I make a nice little spot here where I submerge a can. Now if it's plastic lined, which most are, that's fine, it won't hurt anything. The sharp rim on the snap open cans doesn't bother them at all. You hear people saying that they don't like to climb over sharp things. That's just not true. They've never watched slugs. If they did, they would see that they don't care about any of that. Slugs will climb over a razor blade. They don't care. But anyway, I'm just gonna fill up just a little bit. So like a quarter of the can, because some water is gonna fall in there when my sprinkler system turns on, or I'm gonna have some rain today possibly, and I don't wanna overfill the can. But just that quarter right there is perfect. And where to put your cans is where you see some damage. So I saw a little bit of slug damage over here on some of the green beans. So I'm going to stick a can in, just fill it about a quarter of the way. Here I'm gonna use, I prefer to use the tall cans, but a tuna can will work just fine. If you're in a more dry area, these work great, but I don't prefer the tuna cans. I usually use a deeper can because we actually have enough slugs to fill that. So I'm just gonna go around to some of the beds. This is really early in the year. We barely have anything going. And like I said, can placement is just wherever you're seeing some action. And then I'll go into some of the back beds as well, and I'll place some. And I'm gonna get back to you guys tomorrow morning because they come out and do most of their damage in the nighttime. And then tomorrow morning we'll take a look and we'll see just how well our slug traps are working. Tune in tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day-ish. Actually, it's been 2 days. The night that I did the original slug bait, it was really cold and it rained all that night. And I noticed the slugs like to be out when it's a little bit warmer. So here is the next day, and you can see we've got about 20 slugs. Now I knew they were a smaller slug because of the damage is all very small holes, so you can tell it's a small slug. But my peas, the new foliage, haven't got any bites yet, and basically where they were when I started doing the bait is where they've left off. So it looks like we caught most of the culprits, but we're gonna leave the bait out for the whole summer pretty much and see how many we can catch. I'm gonna tuck in this little pea real quick, get him started up the trellis. Yeah, I love to use these cattle panel trellises, and what we do is start with peas earlier in the spring. These ones are just probably a few weeks away from flowering, and they'll start producing peas. Then the beans will take off after that and start to follow suit with the peas and be climbing up here. And then from the opposite direction we'll have cucumbers, zucchini, all different kinds of stuff just going crazy up here and making, tons of use out of these trellises. Plus you can still walk through them, which is really nice. But we'll tune in next time and I'll show you guys some more of the stuff we're doing, and see you then.